Hi guys, my name is Bongani Masangu. In today's video, Keshav. Hi guys, my name is Bongani Masangu. In today's video, we will be doing mail match part 2 because the part 1 is the first video that we have done. So now we are doing the part 2 of the video. So the question paper that we'll be using, remember part 2 we are treating a question paper. So the question paper that we are using is IPN6. Information processing N6, and we must always remember that previously we said that when you are treating a mail-made question, you must know that you are going to do 3 questions: 3A, 3B, 3C, or 4A, 4B, 4C. In this case, it's 7A, so it means we'll do 7A, 7B, and 7C. So the first one, it says create a field or field name as below. Ensure that your examination number and the question number and the station computer number appears on the printout. Use the Comic Sans 10PT to landscape orientation and save the printout document as question 7A and put the printout in the examination folder. Now remember that the first one we are creating a table, but now as we say that the column headings are the field names. So when they say field names like it means that those are column headings. These are column headings, name, surname, and surname. Then it means that when we count columns, we'll count the going downwards like this. So we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 columns and 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 rows. So let's create that document. To create a document, we right click, we go to new, we choose a document, we just open. So that's how we create a document. While the document is opening, we know that we are just creating a table. And then we go to insert, and then we choose table, and we say insert table. And then it's 10 columns, and it's 4 rows, if I remember. And then we say OK. And then we go to the question paper. We'll try to open both question paper and we'll try to open both question paper and the Word document that I'm using here, both of them. So the field names, it's name, surname, address, town. So here they say it must be landscape, so go to layout, landscape, and then the font type should be Comic Sans. We highlight here, we type Comic Sans, and then we press enter, and then they say it must be 10 PC, and then we say 10 PT, and then we say enter. And then it's name, surname, so we type here name, we press tab, we say surname, we press tab, we say address, we press tab, we say town, we press tab, we say after town here, it's code. We say code, we press tab, we say date 1, we press tab, we say date 2, we press tab, and then it's 01, it's 01, we press tab, it's 02, we press tab, it's 03. Okay, and then the next column, the names that we have, we've got Mitchell, Rose, and Violet. So it's Mitchell. How to write Mitchell? It's Mitchell. It's Rose. Nah, sorry, we go down because it's names. So we've got Mitchell, it's Rose, and then the last one, it's Violet. And then for the sign names, we've got Stormen, Pillay, Kize. So we'll have Stormen here, Pillay, and we'll have Mkize here. And then for the address, we've got PO Box 1234. So I'll say PO Box 1234. And then the second one is PO Box 5678. And then the other one is 9012. So I'm just looking at the font type, it has changed. PO Box 9012. And then before I forget, let's highlight the table and go back to Comic Sans. Enter, and it was supposed to be 10. So let's do 10, and then for the town we have Delville. Yeah. Delville, and then we've got Edenville, and then we also got Linkfield, and then for the codes we've got 1404, and then after 1404 is 1610, and then after 1610 we've got 2192. And then for the date one, we've got 1 July 2019. And then for the date one, the second one, it's 1 August 2019. And for the third date, for the date one, the third one is 1 September 2019. And then for the second date is 31 July 2019. And then for the second date is 31 August 2019. And for the last date there, we've got 30 September. And then for the 01 is at the last, so this is 01, we'll put the cross at the last. And then for the 02 is at the middle, we'll put the cross at the middle. And for the 03, it's at the beginning, so we'll put the X at the beginning. So if you've done it like that, it's your source document, and then for your source document you also need to add your header. You put your examination number, you press tab, you put a computer number, then for example it's PC24, and then after PC24 you press tab, then you type the question number. Otherwise it will depend on how the question paper says, but in this case the question number is 7A. The question number is 7A, guys. Okay, after typing 7A, you can save it. Oh, before you save it, sorry for that. Before you save it, you must print, so that it's 10 marks. By just creating this table, you have your 10 marks, and then you can save. You can save it as PDF, as Word, as whatsoever you want to save it. As it doesn't matter. But now I'll save it in my desktop, and then the name of the document, I'll just write question 7A. Okay, and then I press save. So that it's a source document. Then after you save it, you make sure that you close everything so that you do not mess up, or so that when you are continuing with your image, it happens. So after I've saved it as question 7A, here it is. I will remember it as question 7A. So that is question 7A. So for your question 7B, you go to question 7B, but it's tricky here because it reads question 7B and question 7C. So it means that they will not ask you question 7C. You must do it by yourself because they've just said question 7B and question 7C. And I'm saying to you, when you are doing this type of questions, you print 3 times: question 7A, question 7B, and question 7C. But let's do question 7B. So on question 7B, it says that your margins, left margin should be like this, your right margin should be like this, the line spacing should be single, the paper is A4 portrait, alignment is left, hyphenation is no hyphenation, font is Comic Sans 12 pt. So to do that, we'll create a new Word document. And then after creating a new Word document, you go to page layout, you go to margins, you go to more margin or custom margins, and then you check if this is the margins that you were looking for. Now with margins, it depends to the computer that you are using. Some computers are using centimeters, some are using inches. So these instructions goes to 2 students, one who's used centimeter or the ones that is using inches. But my computer is using centimeter, this one, and I've checked the margin is this one, and then the line spacing, it should be single. So for the line spacing, I'll go to home, and then this is line spacing, and then I go to line spacing option. You see here it says multiple, you change it to single because they want it single. And then you say don't leave a space between the lines unless they say double line spacing after the paragraph. You don't tick this one. But if they didn't tell you anything, you just tick it. It's single and tick, and you say okay. Okay. If they say line spacing single, then they say double line between the paragraph. You leave that box unchecked, but now you check it because they didn't say anything. The paper is portrait, the alignment is left, no hyphenation. Okay, let's do those ones. The paper is portrait, this is portrait, and then the alignment is left, this is left. The font is Comic Sans, you type here Comic Sans, and then the font point size is 12, you say 12 pt. Go back to the question paper, and then in the question paper, they said key in your examination number on your left, question number, then your station computer number on your right. So you come here, you double click, you put in your examination number, you press tab, you put it question number. Question number it's 7B, and then after question 7B you press tab, and then your computer number, it's where you put it. Let's say maybe it's PCA424, and then you come back and you go there, and then when you go to your next instruction, it says insert field names as indicated and key in the text below. Press according to the instructions. Process according to the instruction. You may use a spell check if you want to. You save and print at the end of the question paper. Put your printout in your examination folder. Match the document for question C. Okay. Let's go up. Then it says that the candidate insert the triple border around the letterhead and shade the column. That tells us that this is the letterhead. So because I like to use tab stop, I will set the tab stop for this letterhead. So let me open the question paper and this wait, okay. So because when I look at it at the beginning, at this side, they want me to put this text there. Okay, let me do it like this. Yeah. Because they want me to put this text here, this one, and this in here, and they say this one should be right aligned. Okay. So this one, it means it's left aligned. So I will use a tab stop to do that. There is a video where I show people how do you do the letterhead, but now because it's in the exams, let me just do it. So the name of the business is MK Health, MK Health, okay, and then MK Health what? Shop, okay, MK Health Shop. They say this one should be 18 PT, and then they say it should be space tab, so it should be a space here, 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 and 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 a space here. So this is a space tab, and then it should be bold, so it should be bold, and then it should be centered. This is to center, so this should be like that. And then it says you jump two lines. These manuscript signs that look like a hash, it says jump two lines. But before you jump two lines, remember to set back to the original font size. Then you will press tab. Oh my God! You will press enter 1, 2, and then 3 times. Then that is the. Make sure that you go back to the point text that is required, original. Okay, and then you say 1, 2, 3. That you enter. That you jump 2 lines when you press enter 3 times. Okay, the first one here, I've said I'll use tab, so I'll go to left align, and then I will go to tabs, and I make sure that I clear all, even if there is nothing, so that it cannot disturb my current tabs. So the first one, let me put it on 0.5. If I was using centimeter, 0.5, and then it will be 0.2 if I was using. That is the first one. But the second one, let me put it on, let's say 14, for example. 14, and I say right align because of this right align. I say right align, and then I say set, and then I say okay. And then they want me to put this symbol, so I'll go to insert, I choose symbol, and then this is symbol. If you don't find it there, you'll go to more symbol, and you'll find it in weddings. There's something that says weddings, something like that. So you say PO box. It feels like it's still bold. Yeah, it's still bold. Remove bold. Control P. Anyway, it's PO box, and then PO box. Okay, PO box 12529 space 2000. Then I press tab. It jumped to the second tabs that I've set. I think 14 was not fair. Let me rechange this one. You go to this one, this tab. I want to change this one to P15. Right align and set. And then I delete this one. So I've got 15 right align now. And then I say okay. Yeah. I'm going far right. So that one is 1, 2, 3, plain straight, and then I press tab, and then it comes back here to my 5 centimeter. Okay, and there I insert a phone symbol. Okay, space, and then it's 011 space 754 space 1234, and then I press tab. In uppercase I type Johannesburg. Let me just type it in a smaller case for spelling check, Johannesburg, and then after you've typed Johannesburg, or the Johannes. And then after I've typed it, Johannesburg, and then I put it on the uppercase because there is a uppercase manuscript signs there. Okay. After that, I press tab, and then there it says email, colons, then I type MK Health Shop @gmail.com. I then press tab, I type there 2001. Okay. That's all I have there, but the instructions there, these instructions, I'm going to show you this one. It says that insert a triple border around the letterhead and shade the column. Okay. So it means that what I will do then, here I will highlight it like this. I go to borders, and then I say borders, and I choose triple here, triple line. This is triple line around the border, and I go to shade, and I shade it to the color. They didn't give us a color, so I'll just shade it like this, and then I say okay. So this is how they want our header to look like. Okay, our letterhead. Sorry, this is how they want our letterhead to look like. So this is the letterhead we've created. Now we have to put a date here. If they say it, we must put a date. Let's hear what they are saying. So the candidate, all the fields is indicated, so we must insert this field, but they never told us about the date, so we must now insert field. To insert field, you go to mailings, and then you see here the insert field button is not active. It means that we haven't put our source document. To put our source document, we use existing list. We click here on use existing list. We must remember that we have saved it at desktop as question 7A. Question 7A, and then we say open. Now after we say open, these buttons here, they become active. So we look at the question paper, how they want us to insert the field. So they want us to insert the field like name first. So you insert the field name, and then you press a space, you insert the field surname according to the question paper, and then you press tab to the next line. Okay, and then okay, let's set tabs, guys. Let's set tabs. Okay, let's set tabs here so that we can move nicely. So you go to home, you continue to set your tabs, and then you go to tabs, you clear all, and then you say 0.5. I like 0.5 for this, and then you say set. Okay, you say okay. So you press tab, so everything in your letter is aligned with 0.5. Then you insert the name space, you insert the surname space. Press tab until the next line, and then you insert address. Press tab until next line, and then you insert town. You press tab until the next line, and then you insert code, and then you press tab until the next line. They say you must jump this line. We jump the first line, we jump the second line. On the third line, they want us to type here space, and we insert a tab of which is a name, and then the space is to space. We use tab to jump to space, the first one, second one, and on the third one we type. On the third one, they want us to transpose this with a breakfast menu. Okay, find below the breakfast menu. So let's type that one. It says find below the breakfast menu. Okay. For the period, and then insert field mailings, insert field date 1 space 2 space insert field date 2, and then space. Okay, they want us to jump 1, 2 lines. On the third line, they want us to type indicate with a cross. Open bracket, cross, indicate with a cross, the perfect menu. and then colon. And then there is manuscript signs, italic, double, bold, underline. So let's start with double underline, and then italic and bold. No, this is not bold, double underline only. Okay, sharp. And then we go underneath, we remove italic and underline. And then it says, after that we type, we must put insert the footnote 1. It should be Comic Sans 10 with the words meal plan, and we must insert the footnote 2. So the word that is, it's a reference to footnote, we'll see it with a superscript. So footnote 1 will have a superscript 1, footnote 2 will have a superscript 3. So they want us here to insert O1 as a field. So mailings, insert field O1, and then we say space, or we still underline here, let's remove underline. It's O1, and then a space, we type breakfast 1. So we type the word breakfast 1. Breakfast, but we don't put 1 here. By going to references and say insert a footnote, automatically it has a 1 because it's a footnote, so it automatically has 1. So the footnote weight that they want us to put on the first footnote, of which is this one, is meal plan for the person with diabetes. Okay, so let's type that one here. So it's meal plan for a person with diabetes. Okay. And then we will then press tab maybe 3 times. Okay. And then they want us to type here breakfast 2, but before we type breakfast 2, they want us to insert this field, and we type breakfast. And then we don't type the superscript 2, we say insert reference 2. And the footnote 2, it's meal plan for control weight. Okay, we type here meal plan for control weight. Okay, and then the last one, we insert the 3 here, somewhere here. Let's insert that 3, so we insert this one. So you go to mailings to insert O3, and then we type meal plan. No, breakfast 3, sorry. We type breakfast 3, but we don't put 3 because 3 stands for footnote. So the footnote, the last footnote, it should say meal plan for a person suffering from congestive heart failure. Okay, so let's type that one, meal plan for a person suffering from congestive heart failure. Okay. So after congestive heart failure, let's try to be fast. Here we'll just increase the space so that breakfast come up here. And here let's decrease the space again so that this breakfast comes here. We highlight this one according to manuscript, it should be underline, uppercase underline. Yeah, uppercase underline. So let's use uppercase and then underline. But we only uppercase and underline this, not those ones we have highlighted. Okay. So that's uppercase and underline. Then we also center uppercase and underline, and we center it. Oh, this one has boxes. So to put the boxes, we'll highlight these ones. 1, 2, 3. You see it's a box. You see here it's a box, it's a box, it's a box. So we go to borders and we choose box and we say okay. So it's boxes like that. And then we press enter here, and then we go to home. And then we go down.